Hey, what's up guys? My name is Michelle Gross and I am a mindset and freedom lifestyle junkie, and I help people like you break free from the idea that you can't change your life, that you're too stupid to create massive wealth. And I help people break free of those mindsets and into freedom working part-time from home. Today I want to talk to you guys about victim mentality. Now, I get nervous when I go live, so you're gonna have to do me a favor and drop some comments in the section below to let me know that you're listening and let me know you're there. Hey Larissa, I know everybody thinks that I don't get nervous, but I do. My stomach's all like a flutter and I get really shaky, so drop a 1 if you're watching live, drop a 2 if you're catching the replay, drop a 3 if you can't believe it's December, holy crap, or if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen that I thought it was actually November and that it's actually December because I'm a hot mess mom who doesn't have her life together. Oh my goodness. So that's my story. We're gonna talk about getting out of the victim mentality. And the reason I wanna talk about this particular topic is because I tend to live in the victim mentality. Sup girl. It's something that I've been working really hard to break out of for the last couple years as I work on my mindset and I do my personal development. And I guess the way it presents itself the most is in business. So when I'm trying to step out and step forward and try to make things happen, life gets in the way. I've got the kids, I've got the dog needs a walk, and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I could list 600 things, and I start to feel really, really bad for myself. And I'm like, oh, so-and-so has more time, and they've got a cleaner for their house, and blah, blah, blah. And so I hired a cleaner because I'm busting out of my victim mentality. But I would just kind of look at everything I don't have or all the things that I feel like are holding me back and really focus on that. And if you guys have listened to any of my live videos before, you'd hear me say this time and time again, is what you focus on is what you attract. So I was focusing on all the things that I felt were holding me back, and guess what? I was just getting more of that. I was just seeing it all over the place, and I was getting just stressed out. It was causing my anxiety to spike. Everything was getting, you love live videos, don't you? Everything was just getting really out of control in my mindset. And I started to notice it when I started to look at things like my new teammates. Hey Erin, when they would say things like, oh, I'm not skilled on live video like you, or, well, I can't there's too many people in this industry already, or I can't do cold messaging, or this or that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, A, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. B, you can do live videos because I'm terrified to do them too, and you just suck until you suck less. So do it, learn, learn, learn. But the only cure to fear is action. So the ways that I get out of, hey Courtney, victim mentality is a couple simple things that you guys have heard me talk about already, but it's really, really specific to victim mentality. So whether you think your kids are the worst on the planet and you're a terrible mother, because I think that all the time. Does anybody, okay, can we pause for a second? Moms, where are you? Drop a comment below if you're a mom. Just say mom. And I want to know, stop biting me, Sparkle. I want to play. I want to know this. My 3.5-year-old, dear Lord, the whining. The incessant whining. Is this normal, or have I raised a brat? We do things we don't speak that way in this house. The answer to that voice is always no. The answer to those words are always no. Is this just me? I can't even... Oh, okay. Anyways, enough of that. Moving forward. Okay, so victim mentality. One of the first things I do when I start noticing that I'm living in a victim mentality and that I'm feeling sorry for myself is I hop on my gratitude bandwagon. Okay, so if you're in victim mode, just start speaking out all the things that you're grateful for. And I want you to know it's going to suck, hard. It's going to suck because the last thing that you want to do, misery loves company, right? So kind of when you're feeling crappy and you're complaining, doesn't it just feel a little bit better? Really, Courtney? Oh, praise Jesus, because goodness gracious, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Anyways, the thing that you need to know about gratitude is it will start to make you feel better if you let it. Even if you're just doing it begrudgingly, oh, I'm grateful for my Christmas tree, grateful for my cat, I'm grateful for my house. And as you go along, you'll start to get lighter. And what this does is it actually pulls you out of the lack, I don't have, which is a victim mentality. Woe is me, poor me. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough skill. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough to create massive wealth. I'm not good enough to do business in that way. Like, I could never do what she does. Victim mentality keeps you in like stagnacity, going backwards, and gratitude pulls you out. So when you start being grateful, you start to feel a rise in your heart, and you start to smile, and you start to stand a bit taller, and you start to breathe a bit deeper, and it's like, okay, maybe life's not so bad after all. It really pulls us out of our first world problems. Victim mentality can be super crippling. It can, okay, so I like to do it in my marriage too, victim mentality. I talk down to myself a lot. Ooh, it's a little personal. But if it helps somebody, then I'm going to share it. I guess I get all like, woe is me, I suck at cleaning, I can't do all the things that I wish I'd be able to do, which would make my marriage feel better, and if I just had more time to run my business, then maybe it wouldn't be so stressful, like trying to have time with my husband at night, and watch movies, and, you know, do things normal people do. But, I mean, if you want something nobody else has, you got to do something that nobody else is doing, right? But victim mentality can plague your marriage, it can plague your friendships, it can plague absolutely, like, your work, everything you do. So it's really important that as soon as you start noticing you feeling like, oh, woe is me, I don't have enough time to do this or that, or like this sucks, and like, why do I always find the bad guys and who treat me like crap in relationships, and why do I always, like, why does one light on my Christmas tree always break, and blah, 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 like, whatever it is that you can just hear those negative thoughts playing over and over in your head, gratitude is one of the things that snaps me out of it, like, right away. But the problem with that is that it doesn't necessarily pull you out of it for good. It's pretty easy to fall right back into it, or just to momentarily enjoy feeling good that you've snapped yourself out of it, but you don't actually take action. You don't actually do anything different. And if you're not doing anything different, then your life isn't going to change, your situation isn't going to change. So maybe you're unhappy with certain parts of your life, but what are you doing about it? Like, what action steps are you taking? So maybe it's true that you don't have a lot of money to do the things that you want to do, but what are you doing to change that? What are you doing to uproot your existence and make it what you want it to be? Because I think we have the power to do that. I know, Kitty, stop it. Sorry for the shaky shake. My cat's like all over my keyboard. But you actually have the power to change the circumstances. So it's not just about being positive and living the life that you live in gratitude all the time and never changing, but it's actually also about taking the action steps necessary to move forward. So if you feel like you never have time, and then you are victim shaming yourself essentially because everyone else has it so much easier than you, first of all, you need to be grateful that you have this opportunity and that you have a roof over your head and that you have children to keep you busy, because that's a lot to be grateful for. But then secondly, you need to get up and you need to make some changes. So if you don't feel like you have a lot of time, but you have big goals and big dreams, then guess what? You got to get up in the morning. You got to make it happen, because there is enough time in the day. Or like me, maybe you need to download an app that tells you you're on your phone way too much. You know what I heard the other day? 10 minutes of dedicated time is equivalent to an hour of multitasking. Like, whoa. When I put my phone down, my house is like hella clean. So, like, I get so much done. So much done. So I think it's really important that you don't just like be grateful and take zero action in your life. I think it's really important that you sit down and write out the things that are legitimately a struggle for you, but don't accept them as the end all be all. Like, oh, well, I have kids, so I can't do this, or I can't do that, or I can't have a side business, I can't do what she does. Like, I can never go live because my kids are always awake. Well, I mean, have them on the video or do it at night like I'm doing it while they're sleeping, right? Figure it out. The key to getting over victim mentality in a lot of ways is actually, I find, sitting down and writing out what you feel like is holding you back, and then writing out solutions, being goal-oriented, being a solution-oriented mind frame. So that kind of person says, okay, I have these struggles. I'm not going to say that they don't exist and just try to cover them up with gratitude and hope that they magically go away on their own, because they won't. That's not how gratitude works. But what you need to do is you need to actually hone in on what those true things are that you are finding difficult. And then if you can't find the solutions to them, have your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner or your mom or your dad or somebody, have somebody sit down with you and help you figure out solutions. And they're not going to be comfortable. Like, can I get an amen? Change is never comfortable. I mean, I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. I'm probably not going to, but I have been telling myself nightly for like a few weeks now, and I stopped doing it, and I've been sleeping in later, but I'm going to get back to it because affirmations work. But I've been telling myself that I get up at 5 a.m. every morning regardless of how my kids sleep. It's not true yet, but it will be. And if I keep telling myself that, it will be. So that's one of my action steps, is to get up earlier and make things happen. So don't, and it's uncomfortable, and I don't like it, and I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. really. Like, okay, I say I don't want to because we are creatures of comfort. Okay, we are kind of designed in a way to choose. Our brains are hardwired to choose the comfortable route. So yeah, when I'm laying in bed next to my kiddos and it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, do I want to get out of bed? No. It's been a long day. Oh my goodness. I don't want to get out of bed, right? We don't want to do things that are uncomfortable, that challenge our state of being. So make no mistake, when you write these things down, when you're being solution oriented towards your problems instead of sitting in a victim mode, then know that the things you write down might feel a little impossible. And you might notice that you start slipping back into victim mode once you start writing out your solutions. You're going to be like, I can't do that. Like, sure, I could get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but like, I need my sleep. I've got kids, or I've got work, or I've got this or that, and blah, blah, blah. Whoa, stop it. You wanted a solution, you've got a solution. Adopt a growth mindset, start doing personal development, listen to podcasts, read books, start believing that anything is possible. Start following and studying people that are doing the things that you want to do. So if you want to have like a rockin' six-pack, start following people that get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Because every day you're going to see that it's possible. And every day that's going to help inspire you and teach you that you do not have to live in victim mode. That you do not have to say, oh, I just like my sleep a whole lot. That's not the truth. And I'm saying this in love, and I'm saying this from personal experience, that I struggle to wake up. Like, beyond struggle. What's up, ladies? What's up, Melissa? Thanks for watching. So one of my victim excuses kind of thing, where I feel like, oh, I can't build a business because I need to get up in the morning to do it, and I can't get up in the morning. You know, I need my husband to get up at 5 with me, blah, blah, blah. It's like all these big excuses, and then I just sink into this like poor me, woe is me thing, instead of being action orientated and grateful for all the things that I do have. So I struggle to, I don't hear alarms, I don't feel like, I've tried the Fitbit vibration thingy, I don't feel it, I don't wake up. But I'm still committed to finding a solution because I know that one is out there. I know that there are people like me who don't hear alarm clocks, who struggle to wake up in the morning. Not even struggle, like don't. I can be sleeping and I can be hearing that alarm clock and I don't wake up. Or I do wake up and I can't, I just fall right back into sleep, and I can feel myself falling asleep and I can't pull myself out of it no matter how hard I fight. And it's really frustrating. But I am not willing to just believe that that's it for me, that I never get to get up early again, and that this is just the way it is. I refuse to believe that. So when you're thinking about a victim mentality, yes, getting out of it is hard, and finding what those struggles are and creating solutions around them, it's going to be hard, and it's not going to be instant. Changing is never instant, and it's typically never super easy. But I can tell you this, that when you live your life moving forward, you're going to feel 100 times more successful without ever having earned an extra penny. You're going to feel 100 times like a better mom without like changing your mom tactics whatsoever, just by listening to some Janet Lansbury podcasts and bringing some peaceful parenting techniques into your day. Maybe you haven't even applied them to your family, but you know, because you were, you know, raised one way and you don't know any better, and that's the thing that you woe is me about. But you just start listening to this podcast and you write down the things that you want to implement in your family. If you haven't even done it yet, I guarantee you'll still feel better because you've started taking action, you've started seeking out knowledge, and you're moving your life forward. Whenever we start slipping backwards, you can feel it. Like, I haven't worked out in 4 weeks, and I can feel it. Like, it's a deep ache in my stomach that I just like, I feel like I'm not progressing, I'm not moving forward. What's up, Taryn? What's up, Laura? And when we feel that way, it's so much easier to stay in victim mentality. So I do encourage you to include some movement into your life, because movement is life. Get up, do some yoga, do like 20 jumping jacks. I don't really care what you do, just do something. You know, not everybody has the same like get jacked goals as other people do. Hey Karen, what's up, girl? But I do encourage you to get some movement into your life every morning, not if possible. I say if possible because I haven't been doing this for the past few weeks, because we've all been, like, I've been coughing. I've had that chest, because you can't work out when you have a chest, like a wet chest cough. You just can't. And so I was like, okay, my action step is to get better. So it's to rest, which is the hardest thing ever for me. So I guess I say that if it's possible, that immediately slipped out of my mouth. And what that tells me is I've fallen into victim mentality when it comes to my morning workouts, because I think it's so hard and we're out of practice and everybody's screaming, and those are true things. But the only way that we're going to get better is by leaving that victim mindset behind, believing that growth is possible, believing that change is possible, and taking the necessary action steps to set my family up for success in the morning and to all just have the new routine. So I know that was kind of a little all over the place. Drop a heart in the comment section below if anything I said spoke to you. Tell me, like, do you fall into victim mentality? Do you think that gratitude will help get you out of that? Do you think that taking action and writing down the steps to moving forward would actually help you and benefit your life? Like, I genuinely want to know, because if it's not going to help you, I'm probably not going to talk about it again. But I just know that I tend to fall into victim mentality very quickly, very easily, and I work very hard at maintaining gratitude, and it's not easy. I'm not here to tell you that there's no such thing as a quick fix in life. No such thing. Like, I've had people reach out to me for my business and say, like, well, how much money did you make right away? And like, I've been in my business 4 weeks, guys. I'm not making 6 figures yet. Shocker. Nothing's a quick fix. If anybody tells you that it's quick and easy, I'm sorry, they don't want to help you, they just want your money, right? And I'm in the business of helping people. I'm in the business of setting people free. I'm in the business of giving people the power to believe in themselves, to change their future, right? I'm not here to sell you quick and easy. I'm here to sell you hard work. So I want to know if that's ever been a struggle of yours, and I want to know kind of if these steps are something you're going to apply to your life, because the last thing I want is for you guys to watch these videos and to do freaking nothing with it. Like, if you're going to watch this and you're not going to do anything with it, there's no point in watching it. You just wasted 20 minutes of your life. Like, I'd like to think that watching me isn't a waste of your time, but if you're not going to actually do something with it, it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your family's time. It's a waste of your business's time. Do I hear an awake baby? No. No, I do not. Anyways, that was a big rabbit trail on the baby thinking, waking up thing. Oh, waste of time. Yeah. So if you're not going to take action, it's a big waste of time. So make sure your call to action is to write down right now 3 things that you are like allowing yourself to be in victim mentality over, or even just one, whatever. Let's start small. 1 thing that you've been in victim mentality over. 3 things on top of that you're grateful for. That was, that plus that. 3 things that you're grateful for surrounding that victim mentality. And then I want you to create an action step for how to change that one thing that you are struggling with. And I want you to private message me on Facebook and just tell me how it's going. I want to hear from you. I want to hear if you've actually implemented this in your life. Try it tomorrow. It's Friday night. I know that Saturdays are hard. I know that we get caught up in all the busyness of family, like being around our little ones or whatever, and like I like to take a break from social media on the weekends. But I really challenge you, like, drop a little pencil in the comment section below if you're gonna write it down. Just type pencil in if you're on iPhone and it'll pop up and you can just push it. If you're actually gonna take action tonight and you're going to sit down and write it out, because life doesn't happen just by thinking like, okay, I'm gonna do this. You need to put pen to paper. Put a note in your iPhone, whatever. I like pen and paper. There's something that feels really good about scribbling it out there. I just like to write stuff. Did the cat get out? Yeah, do you guys like write? Pen and paper. Doesn't it just feel good? Like, blogging's cool, but just, oh, it feels good. I think I have to help my husband take the tent in from outside now. I set it up today for the boys, and I put a bunch of toys and blankets and stuff out there, and then I promptly forgot about it. So I've got responsibilities to take care of now, and thanks for watching. I love you all. Write down your action steps for change. Private message me tomorrow, or drop a comment here, it doesn't matter, and tell me, what was your day like? What were your thoughts like? How did it change you? Okay. Peace. And if you guys aren't following me yet, I've got a new Instagram handle called @the.winepreneur. I know, I'm so clever. I still haven't, I like it. I don't, tell me what you think of it. Anyways, go to my Instagram, scroll it a little bit. There's not a lot of content on there yet, but check my stories, check my photos. Tell me, like, honestly, what do you think? Does it draw you in? Do you like it? Does it tell you anything about me? I'm working on it. Instagram, I love. Anyways, guys, have a beautiful night. We'll talk to you again next week.